good evening, good morning, good night, you lovelies. It is the one, the only, Cappy D Bar, and we are here to get to a couple of things, all right? Now, first things first, we're gonna do a little housekeeping. I have 2 more videos going up today. Hypothetically, if they do not go up today, they will be at least recorded today, so stay around for those, all right? Really quickly, everyone is harping on the viewership of the Fed. We already had this discussion plenty of times before. There's just a lot of things happening in the world. I will not be harping on the views as I will not be harping on the views as violently and as harshly as some of the other creators. But what I will say is definitively, this is probably one of the worst episodes of wrestling I have ever had to fucking experience. And this is not a surprise to me why they're dipping into the 990s, why they're dipping below the 990s. I'm not surprised. I am not shocked. And I don't think any of you should be in the near future if other reports were to keep arising. We're going to keep this video very concise and very clear. I already told you that the Fed puts no effort into their videos, so I will not afford them the exact same luxury of going all out and putting all the bells and whistles on this doodle ass fucking brand. Okay, Cody Rhodes goes out there. Cody Rhodes. He goes out there. He does absolutely fuck all, nothing. He says that he's done with Drew McIntyre, and by the end of the night, he's still feuding with Drew McIntyre. So what the fuck does any of that mean, chat? What the fuck does any of that mean? Aleister Black comes out there with Zelina Vega. They're literally a diet Scarlet and Karrion Kross, and it's just so fucking bad to look at, bro. It's so fucking embarrassing how this company treats Karrion Kross as if he never existed, as if he never happened, and when he was in your company, he never got the push he rightfully deserved. There's never going to be a moment in Karrion Kross's entire career that isn't NXT where he was properly valued from the fucking Federation. Abhorrent shit, bro. So bad. Listen, we had Aleister Black going out there. He quite literally just fucking lost a match like 2 weeks ago to fucking Ilya fucking Dragunov. I don't understand what's going on here, but it seems like they perceived that Karrion Kross interview making its rounds, and they said, all right, let's step on this fire with our Karrion Kross. It's such a bunch of bullshit. Also, the whole like piggybacking off of AEW success. Listen, all right, you can say what you want, but without AEW, there wouldn't be a Jade Cargill. Okay, there wouldn't be a Cody Rhodes without AEW. There wouldn't be a Ricky Starks. And respectfully, these people were going to find some avenue to get over, but you weren't gonna find a big house with a big open door and a big payday like you would with AEW. They were the only company at that time and has grown to be the only second company, maybe only second to TNA or a New Japan Wrestling, that can offer that kind of furloughed capital, all right? And we can't expect these wrestlers to go anywhere if not getting properly financed, all right? That picture that went viral, all right, of, some were photoshopped like Ethan Page and Cody Rhodes and Jade Cargill. These are all people who cut their teeth on AEW's canvas. And for all of us to just pretend that's not happening, for all of us to pretend like that didn't happen, it means nothing in a long scheme of things. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. That's like saying that WCW had no impact on Sting's career and the longevity of everything. It's just not true. It's just not true. All right. So that's that. I mean, we have Ray eat a finish from Us Phoenix sit here and lose against fucking a Tala Tunga Hooga Loga. I don't even fucking care anymore. Listen, this whole bloodline thing, it's tired. Everyone's fucking over with it. I'm pretty sure that they scrapped this whole Wyatt 6 and MFT thing because nobody gives a fuck. Survivor Series is less than 16 days away, and these motherfuckers have no plan at all. You know what? Honestly, though, I'm not surprised because these guys make terrible decisions week in and week out, and they expect the fans to eat up the slop from triple frauder, all right? Triple trumper, okay? It's fucking abhorrent, all right? Now, since we're on triple booker, okay, we can go to the lead booker of this show, One Road Dogg, all right? You better tell somebody. He's sitting there using Gronk to have Julia lose against Chelsea Green in under, hear me out, 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes. The match is 1 minute and 38 seconds long. Julia has had 0 title defenses. The Wyatt Sixes have had 0 title defenses. Becky Lynch has had 0 title defenses. It seems like the Fed, quite physically, unlike AEW, cannot handle the bandwidth. At least AEW, they'll have a couple tournaments that maybe you hate, but hey, guess what? They're getting belts out there and they're having a reason for the belts, all right? They'll even have their superstars go to other companies to pick up their belts, okay? One thing I could say about Tony Khan, hate it or you love it, he's a bit of a belt mark, but he makes it work because he's a fan and he has studied the craft. Every single belt not only holds weight in AEW, but it holds some kind of purpose, right? The lower tier belts, which you would consider the TNT belt and maybe even the TBS belt for the women's division, they are relegated to a higher mid card. A Mark Briscoe, A Ace Austin, A Commander, right? These are people who can perform at a high level in the mid card, and for that reason, they don't need to ascend to massive extreme superstar statuses to have a TNT or TBS title shot. But it seems like with this company, they can't wrap their heads around secondary belts being simply secondary belts. Secondary belts and secondary belts only. They have to make every belt and every champion feel like the biggest thing since fucking Wonder Bread. And it's stale, and we're getting to a point where the fans are revolting, okay? Everyone loves Chelsea Green because Chelsea Green goes out there, she does her fucking due diligence, all right? In the famous words of Chris Jericho, oh, you go out there, you do your job, you have honor. She does an amazing fucking job as a wrestler. I will never sit here and kick the back end of any of these fucking wrestlers except for Logan Paul, you fucking spot monkey. I don't understand why they can't give Chelsea Green something with a lot more depth than, hey, we're gonna have you go out there and pin one of the best women's wrestlers in that locker room under 2 minutes. Because now Chelsea now has to perform at even a higher level than Julia, and Julia is a fucking beast. I don't get it. And I like to think maybe Julia is just trying to take a vacay or something. They'd see, like, she sees that this company's doing fuck all, nothing with her. And it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, Becky Lynch is supposed to be like having this like Owen Hart, Bret Hart like feuding with Maxine Dupree. So I'm gonna be honest with all of you when I say that nothing that happens with this fucking Women's United title is moving me. Nothing with these tag titles are going to be moving me in the near future because they're booked like dog shit, okay? There's really nothing else on this fucking card to talk about. They have Last Legend come up from NXT to team up with Nia Jax, even though they had like a 2-month feud in fucking NXT that was completely nonsensical and didn't make any fucking sense. I guess this is the payoff. What the fuck ever, right? The main event is the main event of this match. The main event of this show is Cody Rhodes versus Aleister Black for the WWE Championship. Now, to give credit where credit is due, I have made it clear that when a champion is wrestling and he is present on a show, it simply bumps the value of a show, okay? Period, all right? And that is a simple fact. If CM Punk is your champion, he's on a show, he's doing things, he's participating in a match, hate to break it to you all, that is helping the product. Same thing with Cody Rhodes. But this match, fuck me, man. This match gets DQ broken up by Drew McIntyre, and then somewhere along the line, they start jumping on Cody, Aleister Black, and Drew McIntyre. It was a pretty fine match. It was whatever, right? And then Damian Priest comes out, and I just think about the fact that we've been doing Damian Priest and Aleister Black with the exclusion of Ron Killings, by the way. Ron Killings has been completely sidelined from this fucking feud. He's just been sidelined entirely. It is... oh man, Ron, they are really just turning my demon into a fucking punching bag just to release him. And I think that's the sickest part, right? Because they know that they don't want him as a comedy act. They don't value him as a comedy act. They don't even value him as a fucking wrestler, right? The idea that Ron Killings isn't having like a feud with Damian Priest going, hey, I wanted to be a part of your club. All I wanted to do was have a family and you rejected me. Now I have resentment. The idea that he's not going after a Finn Balor, maybe even going after The Miz. Imagine like a best of 3 where The Miz and Ron Killings are actually fucking working. It's possible, and we're in that fucking timeline where something like that can happen. But unfortunately, Triple K, Triple Nose, Triple Frauder, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with any of these fucking talents, man. None of them at all. This show ends in a fucking brawl, okay? I can't make sense of this because it doesn't make any fucking sense, chat, okay? Nothing about this show makes sense. They haven't made sense for a long fucking time. I said it again, I'm not gonna harp on the views, but if you look at the fucking numbers and you look at the quality of the show, are you shocked? Are you surprised? You shouldn't be. Oh man, and listen, anybody who says that they enjoy this, you know, more power to you. You know, I mean, there's a couple of aspects on this. You know, I don't hate Jade Cargill. She goes out there, she has a fucking 2 minute, it's not even 2 minutes, it's like a 30-second promo. Listen, if you enjoy that, good on you. I think that that's disrespectful to Jade, okay? And I think that the performance that they gave Chelsea Green with Julia was asinine, okay? Take Grok and ChatGPT the fuck away from Road Dogg, okay? Tell Road Dogg to call up Billy Gunn and have a couple of brewskis and smooth over this fucking year, because I'm telling everybody right now, the 800s are possible. 800K is very possible by December 31st, New Year 2026. Okay, that's very much in the realm of things. You all let me know what you think about this Smackdown. Again, I will be getting to chapter 1165 of One Piece and AEW's Collision very, very shortly. So all of you stick around for that. All right, as I always say, stay tuned, stay safe, and stay beautiful. Peace.